Hello and welcome to another video from me, Mally. Today has been a bit of a quest, an adventure that we're allowed to do now with social distancing. I've spent all week pondering, reasoning, trying to make sense of why I'd have to come here and why I couldn't just carry on with my local woods. And then when you get here safely, you know why. Your heart's here. It's a very emotional place. Poets, artists, photographers, you name it. Everyone comes here, and for good reason. And we haven't been allowed. And a good friend of mine, James Burns, he near enough lives here. He's here all the time. And he said to me, "Are you going?" And today, I thought, yeah, let's do it. I'm at Thirlmere. A place I've been loads when I was younger, in my teens, not as a photographer. So I'd put a lot of thought into where I was going to go today. Ennerdale was top because it's so remote. It's the far reaches of Cumbria. And I figured that there'd be no one there, which there probably isn't. And then I thought, where else do I want to go? I've wanted to go that's remote. Kind of reminds me of Canada. I've never been to Canada, but I could imagine that there's parts of the Rockies or there's parts of like Canada that look just like this, on a bigger scale, no doubt. So I came to Thirlmere. I wasn't even going to talk in this video. I was so inspired by Nick Page's video where he doesn't say anything and just heads out with camera. I had that same feeling today, but I can't shut up, can I? So filled with emotion to get here again. Lately just seems to be nothing but emotion. I think this is just what I needed. Too much online fries your brain. Bet everyone's the same. All been hammering social media and just, yeah, as you can see, I've had enough of social media. So today took a lot of thought to come here and create content. I doubt I'm going to get a picture of anything. I've seen some lovely trees with little silver birch mixed with oak and fallen and rustic trees surrounded with ferns that I quite like, that look lush. Now there is some cloud moving in and it's been quite heat haze. There's been a bad clarity in the sky, but this cloud coming in is quite nice. I'm hoping to stay till at least sunset or somewhere on the way back for sunset. I don't know yet. I don't know, I don't plan and I don't care. I'm here to just enjoy it. So come with me. It's incredible here. The trees. I took a few mobile shots, just quick, to get an idea of composition for when I come back. But I may well not get very far today. Oh. The place is just filled with stunning moss, trees and ferns in wonderful shapes. All the chaos just makes sense. It's just all there, and this light that's been soft-boxed down with the heat haze. It's 24 degrees today. That heat haze and high in the sky, very high cloud, is just cutting those rays down and feeding through light so delicately. Oh, there's just shot after shot. What do I do, folks? I want to lay my hat somewhere. Seriously, I'm going to have to get my camera out and just have it round my neck and do handhelds. So I'll be prepared for some quick handheld snaps from round here. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. And then maybe come back again and finesse. Oh, the light, look at that. It's so lush. A huge part of photography for me is just the seeing. When you get totally engrossed in what's around you, the light and shade, and the shapes, the patterns, the lines, the textures, and it's so hard to get it right because it's not yours, it's nature's. You're trying to make sense of it. I can't even make sense of myself, so never mind photography. I've had a crisis of confidence, shall we say, lately. Only because I try so hard. I'm pushing myself. And feels like I'm treading water. Everything. The channel, my photography. I'm like an arm's width away from grasping something quite special. And I'm just as I put my hand on it, it either moves, I drop it. That probably doesn't make sense, but photography is about seeing, and that is the pleasure for me. When you see these shapes and light, like there's a tree here, it's complete and utter madness, but the shapes and the light, it's got faces in it, it's got swans, it's got birds' beaks, it's got animals bursting out of it, because they're the shapes that are kind of in our subconscious that we see, we pull out, we try to make sense and recognise objects. And when we do that, we imprint images that we already have stored. And I think sometimes in nature, that's what makes a good shot. You know, is when you can connect with people, because what they see, you might not even see it as well. You might have seen something else, and they see a face or a shadow that has something in it, and it just evokes an emotion, a reaction, a love for that image. Look at that. This is where the fun comes in seeing. I've chose to come off the path because it wasn't really giving me anything apart from Anchor Lake. So I've come onto the road, and I'm glad I did, because on the other side we've got scenes like this that you just miss. Drive past, or I've got some light coming through there, this gnarly tree and huge boulders left behind from thousands of years. I'm going to say it, Anna. It's steeped with history. The geology in different parts of the Lake District isn't as striking as, say, here, Kentmere, Wastwater. Funnily enough, the places where not all the people go, as you can hear, all the traffic's over yonder. Probably a little bit noisy, but I thought I'd just let you know what I'm up to still. I've just come down off the roadside after me having some serious excitement over trees to discover this little fall. But I'm not one for waterfalls. I'm not one for shooting that kind of shot. But because of the light and where we are, it's quite subdued here. And I'm really liking the intimate, get right into the waterfall, and where the water and the light is glistening on the rocks is beautiful. Now I'm gonna have to leave you and I'll come back to you in a sec because that light is fading fast. So I've been playing around with exposures because I'm not a fan of pushing water too far. You lose all the detail and it's just a big white streak. So I'm going to do some layering on this. I think I've took a few different times, 1/6 of a second and 2 seconds, and just moving it around. I'm an ISO 400, which I'm alright with, because I want there's quite a bit of depth from the front, from this water here leading all the way to the back. I'm not really a fan of stacking images or messing around too much, but I can see why on this occasion it would work quite well. I've got quite a bit of tidying up as well. There's bits of wood and just things that are distracting. So I think this could look quite nice. Anyway, we're going to move down to the shoreline now and have a last look round before we head back on the road. We're set up again. Waterside of Thirlmere. Incredible place. And we're still getting light, even though it's behind the fort that sticks out. And I will be climbing that at some point soon. There you go. An old fort. All parts of this steeped in history. But for now, we're getting some pretty nice reflections. There's a slight ripple, but it keeps calming. And the light is dappling in these pine trees on the island. Oh, what a delight. I'm not sure about the composition. I'm trying to get this reflection of the shadows to lead you in, and the scattering of stones in the foreground. I might have to just Photoshop a couple out because they're a bit messy. Let's have a look. It's not balanced neither. All the stones on this side are kind of interfering. So let's recompose. Just the light that's dropping on the pine trees is beautiful. And with Brown Cove Crag, I think it's called. Helvellyn's behind it. I know that for a fact. Because I'm looking at going up this route. Following that all the way up there. That ridge up to there. Across behind the back of Brown Cove Crag. And then up onto the flats of Helvellyn. But I'm going to have to get in shape first. As I was saying, keep it simple. The island, the illumination, the reflections, this rock swooping in, taking you into the image. I was trying to get everything in. I'm trying to focus on all of this beautiful landscape, which I think would make quite a nice pano. We might try, but again, like waterfalls, I'm not a fan of panos. A pano looks amazing. A panoramic looks amazing printed out. They look fantastic. But the majority of my work goes on a vlog, and you just can't see the detail in a pano really. And even when you post online, Facebook murders panoramics. It kills them. So I'm quite happy with this simple composition, reflections, And I think that's me done. I've got a long walk back. I could have just parked down here. Lesson learned, but I needed the exercise. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I really hope you enjoy the photography that follows and that I've popped on throughout. I'm exhausted coming back out doing this. It's took it out of me. I think nerves as well. I was quite worried about coming here. I've seen 2 people all day and they've been 50 feet away from me, if not further. So from the giant mill pond that is Thirlmere, I bid you goodbye. What am I doing? Where's my catchphrase? Where's me saying? Down below, let me know if you like it when I say "sithe," and do you want me to just sling you the hook? You know, I don't know why, I just got stuck saying it and now I can't stop. So if you like what you've seen, hit subscribe, and if you want to see more, hit that notification bell for when I put a video out. And well, there's only one thing left to say, ladies and gentlemen, and that's "sithe" and stay safe.